Hi, and welcome to In the Front Row, all things news, reviews, and interviews. My name is Jamie Lee, and today I'll be doing a review of episode 1 of the Disney Plus series Miss Marvel. Before I start the video, I just need to get this negative Nancy or bitch moment, if you want to call it that, off my chest so that for the rest of the video I can be happy and talk about things that I enjoyed. But I've got to say that I tried really hard, really hard in this episode to give Matthew Lintz a fresh start in this series. I didn't watch the trailer for Miss Marvel, so I didn't know that he was going to be in it, but I remember looking at my husband when I saw that he was on the show as Bruno, and I just looked at him and was like, oh my god, again. Why do I have to see this kid on my screen again? And I feel so bad saying that, but I was really disappointed because I know him as Henry from The Walking Dead, and I hated that character. Like, I can genuinely say that I hated him. He was so annoying, and that's nothing against the actor at all. Like, he's great. But at the moment, my brain, something is wrong with my brain. I cannot separate the two. For some reason, I can't separate Henry from The Walking Dead to Bruno in Miss Marvel. And I've never had that before. I don't think I've ever had that before. So I need somebody in the comments to let me know that I'm not a complete weirdo and that this has happened to you before, that, you've watched a show or a movie with a certain character or a certain actor and you've seen them in something else and you just can't separate them. Like, they're still that other person to you, because I don't know what's going on with me, but anyway, I can't separate them and it's really frustrating. And then, Marvel went and threw in a line,
I will eat your brains!
Is that your best
But I
zombie?
also have superpowers.
Okay, hey, let's never do that zombie impersonation again.
and I just thought, Marvel, what are you doing to me? I'm trying really hard here. That is not Henry. I don't want that to be Henry. So don't talk about zombies at all. And I know that that was probably because, Marvel are going to be doing the Marvel Zombies soon. So it's probably nothing to do with the fact that he was on The Walking Dead. But yeah, my brain can't separate it at the moment and I don't know what's going on. So let me know if that's happened to you in the comments, or if I'm just a complete weirdo. Anyway, with that out the way, I love the rest of the characters. I really love Kamala's mum. She was very sassy. She was very strong. And then obviously Kamala's dad, he was very sympathetic, very caring. And of course, Kamala, her character is so cute. She's so quirky. She's so fun. And I'm really looking forward to where they take her as a character. And obviously she's going to be in, the Young Avengers and things. So I'm really glad that they chose a really good actor to play her, because obviously she's going to be around for a long time and I think she's really likable. I haven't read any comics, so I'm not too familiar with Miss Marvel, but I have been introduced to her before in the Xbox Marvel Avengers video game, and I genuinely enjoyed playing that. Like, it was a lot of fun to me. I really enjoyed the story. I really enjoyed playing as the characters that I know and I love, and learning and using their different abilities. I thought it was really fun, but again, something must be wrong with my brain, because literally nobody that I have ever spoken to enjoyed that game apart from me, but I did. I liked it. And the story was really good. We follow Kamala, who tries to reunite the disbanded Avengers, and in that she gains her powers when these terrorists drop this mist bomb, I guess you could call it, at the A-Day festival, which is exactly what we see in the show when they sneak off and go to the Avenger Con. But yeah, in the game she becomes inhuman, they call it, from this mist, and that's what turns her into a superhero. But obviously in the series we see something different when she gets the bracelet on, and that's when her powers come to light. And yeah, I really loved seeing her actually get her power and falling out of the reality and back into it sort of thing. Oh, it was just so cool. And yeah, really getting her powers, and I can't wait to see her actually explore them a little bit more than just that tiny little snippet that we saw there. But yeah, that whole Avenger Con, or whatever they called it in this, it was fun, seeing Ant-Man's head rolling around everywhere and knocking things over, and then Thor's hammer knocking that girl out. It was just so cool and so much fun. I'm really liking this series so far. And yeah, there's a few cool things in this episode that threw me back to the game, which was really nice. In the game, Kamala is being hunted by these bad guys called AIM, and she's in communication with this person called Tiny Dancer, and she has to escape through the city and find this hideout. And that part of the game was super fun, you know, like you had stretchy arms and you were like jumping and leaping from high rise to high rise and stairwells, and the stairwells would like crumble under your feet, but you'd, you know, manage to grip on and things like that. And oh, it was really, really beautiful, like seeing the city and things like that. I really enjoyed that part of the game. And in this series, like I think probably it was one of my favorite shots when they were like on the rooftop there. And like that is exactly how I remembered it from the game, you know, like the abandoned rooftop and like the beautiful high rises in the background and the beautiful night sky and the stairwell in the background. It was just like, oh, it was really nice, and it gave me flashbacks. And yeah, I don't know if this was intentional or not, but obviously in the episode we see Kamala's mum, you know, make the Hulk outfit and her dad dresses as Hulk, which is super sweet. But in the game, the first Avenger that she stumbles across when she's trying to reunite them together and things is the Hulk. And he plays like a father role in the game. You know, he sort of takes her under her wing a little bit. So I don't know if that was like a little tribute to him or not, or they just threw in the Hulk. I'm not quite sure. Or he might be in the series eventually. I'm not quite sure, but I don't know. To me, it just felt like really fitting and really nice. Anyway, let's talk about the show and not the game for a minute. I'm getting a little bit sidetracked there, sorry. But in the show, they're really putting a lot of emphasis on the fact that, you know, she's daydreaming all the time and she's living in this fairyland and obsessing over superheroes, which is super relatable. But they could tell us that. You know, I mean, the mum kind of did by saying that she's childish and she needs to grow up from this superhero phase or whatever. But by visually showing us, you know, her imagination and letting us into her mind, or literally just like seeing her dreams play out or her fantasies play out, it was so cool to watch and it was so much fun. And I really think that that was a smart way to keep, you know, an older audience entertained like myself. I mean, I would have been entertained anyway, because I've made it pretty clear on my channel that like I love rom-coms and I love teenage drama series and I love, you know, high school movies and things like that. But I know it would be difficult for somebody like my husband to enjoy something that is really based around teenagers, you know what I mean? Like 16-year-olds. I know it would have been a struggle for him. So having those animations and like graphics, it was really entertaining. And I think it really kept like older audiences engaged and entertained as well as the younger kids. I thought it was really creative. And I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. But when they were having the text exchange, when Bruno and Kamala were like texting each other and their actual texts were like being displayed, like normally we see text exchange literally on a text, you know, like people's phones ding up and you see that on screen. So to see it in like a different way like that, it was really colorful and really fun. And I thought that was another way that the show made it, yeah, I don't know, really fun to watch. I mean, this is probably throwing me back to my old age here, but this really reminded me a lot of like Lizzie McGuire, with the whole animations popping up and, you know, like really cartoony and really comic-y. And yeah, I really, really liked that. Also, being a YouTuber, I thought it was really nice that they included Kamala like fangirling over these superheroes and making these fan videos through YouTube, because like that's what we do, or that's what I do specifically. I like make videos where I'm talking about these characters or these shows that I love, and I'm like fangirling and obsessing over these superheroes. So yeah, it was really nice to see her doing the same things, and probably way cooler, and definitely her videos were way cooler. But yeah, it was really nice to see that on screen. And there might be some people that don't like this, but I thought it was really inclusive, and I'm really glad that they brought like the cultural issues to light, I guess you could call it. I've never heard of a Muslim superhero before, and yeah, just seeing, you know, her family praying, and I don't really see a lot of that in a lot of Marvel or any superhero shows, I guess. So yeah, it was nice for them to, you know, bring that into the light a little bit. And even her recognizing you know, her cultural differences. I think she said something along the lines of like,
it's not really the brown girls from Jersey City who save the world.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see those like cultural differences on the screen, and yeah, definitely included in a superhero show. So I'm excited for that as well. And as I said before, you know, the show is very teenager focused. So I hope that the plot is not very immature. I hope that the storyline is really strong. And I really think that a good idea, not that my ideas matter, but if they include, and they might yet, we have to wait and see, but including a superhero that we already know and love in the show. It'll like boost ratings, and I think everybody will be really happy to get like a cameo from someone. I mean, the obvious one is Captain Marvel, right? But even someone like Hulk, you know, if he just pops up, like that would be fitting as well. And I think everybody would like to see, yeah, some of the heroes that we know pop up in this, or even a hero that we know pop up in this series. But either way, even if they don't, I'm still really enjoying it, and hopefully I'll enjoy the next episode as well. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it, and please let me know what the hell I was talking about in the start there, if you've experienced that before, because that's really bugging me. But anyway, I don't want to end on a bad note. I'm liking this series, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already, please subscribe to my channel, and then head on over to my Instagram and give me a follow over there as well, please. Okay, sweet as, have a good day. Bye.